Alright, and welcome back to another episode of I've Heard It Both Ways, a podcast that chokeslams other podcasts.
That's right.
It's me, Zach.
Oh, I don't know if it's me. And it's me.
Oh no, don't sing your way into the podcast. You can do that, but listen.
Last time, Zach didn't want to sing.
So you're taking on all the singing responsibilities.
This will eventually become a musical podcast. Eventually.
Jokes.
Zach, I've just come back from a heavy weekend, mate. You may see that I am burnt to a crisp. I've got two tones. I've got two tones. I look like a farmer. One tone is just bright red, which will hopefully turn into brown, and then the other tone is my normal pale, surprisingly pale skin. People are surprised how pale I am under my t-shirt, but and it's because I've gone away for a stag do.
Good weekend. Sounds like a good weekend, mate.
I've always enjoyed a stag do, but this one was particularly stressful because I am the best man.
And you had duties this time, responsibilities.
So I'm going to talk a bit about being the best man and stags and things like that. I googled best man and just to see where the name comes from, and stuff. And there's a bit of history in it, but the one I like the most, it was from German folk. I didn't like it the most. That sounds like it's bad when you hear what it is. But the most interesting was from German folklore. And it was apparently in the olden days, back in the old days, men would just get a wife that they just liked. Yeah. And then so they'll be like, I like her, she's going to be my wife. And then just grab her.
So it was one-sided.
So it's like kidnapper. This is why I didn't like it. Yeah. It was the kidnapper, and then the best man would help her with the kidnapping.
Hold on. So basically, they had to go as a pair.
They went as a pair.
One of them was going to marry her, and the other one was an assistant.
And then there were even. They said there was records that beneath the altars of many churches, people had an arsenal of clubs, knives, and spears, just in case the family's bride came and recaptured her.
Wow.
Yeah. So then they were like, that's where the best man comes from.
Hold on, I just need to ask some questions about that. So
I don't know if I can answer, but go on.
Could they recapture her afterwards, or once the paper was signed, the family knew? It's too late now.
Too late.
Yeah.
I got up late.
She's married.
I shouldn't have had that haircut. Yeah. We're like, that's it. I'm gone.
You do know that tradition still exists.
With the what?
You know that this is what travellers do. Romany travellers. They still just grab girls within their own community. That's what they'll do. As in, you'll see youngsters. Like I've just seen a documentary or two about this. Youngsters will go out for 16 and 17-year-olds at a party, at a disco, with like parents and things here as well. And some of the boys will just decide, that girl, and they'll grab her and take her outside. And it's kind of expected that needs to happen before they actually go forward with the marriage or whatever it is.
But what do you mean take it? Like, is it?
I'll have to show you some video footage, mate. But they actually just grab the girl off of the dance floor and exit the building. And sometimes there is a second person who helps them to do that. So it's interesting that you say that that's an old tradition. But yeah, I know there's travellers are traditionalistic about certain things, and that's one of the things that they still maintain.
I like to think that doesn't happen in all traveller communities. Well, but I would have to think
it's happening, more into
that. That's a bit grim. Apparently, in Hebrew, the word for best man is shomer, which means guard or watchman. So again, it kind of
the lookout.
It looks Well, hopefully I'm not going to be doing that. I think he proposed.
Yeah.
I think he did the old traditional.
You might need to double check that though.
Yeah, will you marry me? And she said yes. Unless he's going to just be like, she's in the boat. But yeah. So that was nice to be asked. You know, I was asked ahead of his brother as well, which was I thought a big thing. But because I think tradition is like it'll be your brother. Well, I guess only if you're that close. If you're not that close,
yeah, I know quite a few instances where it wasn't the brother.
Yeah,
the brother kind of has
close,
another role to play on the day.
Groomsman, yeah.
Yeah.
So that was really nice to be asked, and then I've been a groomsman before, which is also it's nice to be part of that.
Yeah.
But then once you get asked, you're like, oh my god, this is the worst job ever.
Because it starts to dawn on you that nothing's going to happen if you don't make it happen.
Exactly. It's all up to me now. And then, so the stag do was trying to get all of his friends together in one, like, using Facebook or whatever we could. Just all together, just saying, well, this is what we're going to do. And then also, I realised very quickly, don't ask people what they want to do. Just tell them, because you're the best man. Tell them what you want to do, organise something, and then, of course, there's the dreaded best man speech, which is going to come up. And then people just expect that's going to be the funniest speech of the night.
Is it meant to be one of the highlights of the
It's meant to be, you know. So I gotta say it's been hell at the moment, but we had a good.
Have you not done the hardest bit already? If you've already done the stag do, or you reckon the performance on the day,
the speech should
the
be
spotlight.
It will be, because it will be. We've got quite a close group of friends as well, and some of them have already been best man. And so they were quite good. So it's a kind of
So you got to up the game.
Yeah, and then with the stag do's, I was going to talk to you about that as well. Like, I went to this time last year. I went to 2 stag do's. One was for my British friends. Here we went to Hamburg, and then the week after it was one in America. It's an American friend of mine. The one in Hamburg, I don't know if you've ever been to Hamburg.
No, I haven't.
Mate, it is like hell on earth, mate. It is just. I've got to say,
the city itself.
No, just the strip, the strip.
Yeah.
I think it's called the Reeperbahn. What does that mean? The motorway. I don't know, but anyway,
I think that is motorway.
Is that the
Autobahn?
No, Autobahn. That's the motorway. Yeah, no, it wasn't the motorway. But the Reeperbahn is basically the red light district. And it was hell on earth, mate. I remember waking up after a night. I wake up quite early, and I was sharing with 2 boys as well, and I was like, oh, you know what, they smell so bad. I'm just going to go for a walk. I went for a walk, and this was about 10 a.m, and I swear there was still like loads of prostitutes on the streets and druggies, or big fights, fisticuffs in the streets. It's 10 a.m, it's not even that.
But then hold on, is this early start, or they just hadn't finished?
No, they hadn't finished. They hadn't finished.
Wow.
But then that was the perfect place to have a stag do, because you had loads of rowdy boys having the stag, and then you also had loads of hens as well.
At the same
so it
time,
was like Disneyland for stag do's. Everyone was on it, and then instead of pointing and looking at like, oh, there's Mickey Mouse, you go, oh look, there's a gimp. Oh look, there's another thing. And my friend, his best man tied dildos to both of his hands and to his head, and he had short leather trousers on, you know, and it was okay because there were other people. There was a full gimp with, like, you couldn't see any of him except for a zip. He had a zip on, and he had a leash, and he was like just crawled. And I was
so you're in the midst of like 50 other stag groups anyway. All right, so I suppose that kind of reduces any sort of humiliation factor and raises the participation.
But it also raises it for the people on the stag going, wow, we need to outdo the humiliation. But what's funny as well is that at night they don't let anyone that's dressed up into their clubs. So it's like, so it's always the actual stag that doesn't get into club. We went and got checked.
Serious?
Yeah, we were all right. We got in.
You left him outside.
No, he was left with the best man in like some weird place. Oh. But
okay.
Yeah. So that was a weird thing about.
But then the people of Hamburg and the businesses of Hamburg.
It is just that one street. And there were hardly any Germans on that street.
So what are you saying? Are you saying that you were trying to get into somewhere on that street?
I just went on a walk. What do you mean?
No, I mean in terms of the club that you guys all went to.
I'm talking about the club at night. So I
was
guess
it on the strip? Or
yeah.
They should have let him in if they know what's going on. They know what
I think you're supposed. I think you're supposed to maybe go back and change and that because during the day all the bars were open and you know all the strip clubs and stuff. Yeah. And not that we went into any.
Alright.
You know, and then it was really good to see other stag do's there as well. There was a Dutch stag group. Yeah. And all he had was a wig. It was just like had a pink wig and it was like, oh hey, excuse me guys.
Exactly.
He was like, no, but it was great. He went, excuse me guys, it's my stag do and I need to do a bit of a competition. There's a competition going on. I need to get the label from your bench. I need to get
from your pants.
Oh, okay. It was like I need to get 10 labels from bench in 1 minute, and I was like, wow, yeah. So, but obviously we're on the stag, so like, yeah, of course, mate. And then we let him cut our labels on our pants. Yeah. And then he had to do that, and I was like, oh, that's quite fun. Okay. They're doing like proper games.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And over here you've got Edward's dildo hands.
Yeah, exactly. That's all we've got, And yeah, it's just mad. It's a proper humiliation. Then the week after, in America, we went to a friend's wedding was coming up. It was the day before the wedding as well, so obviously it can't be too big. And the stag organised a cabin in the middle of nowhere, and just organised for there to be his favourite beer, best steaks. And then just all friends together, having beer, steaks.
Right. So zero humiliation.
No humiliation.
And
then I was talking about...
That's a bit more of the stags that I've been on as well.
Yeah?
Do you know
Okay.
Just
tell me.
Nice chilled environment. Just, alright, all the lads round. Guys, this is my last day of being single. I'm about to get married. Rather than... out to get bladdered, out to get drunk.
Look, you know me, Zach. You know me. I never want things to be race related. You know me. But all I'm saying, there were a lot more white people at the first stag than the second. No, I'm not saying anything. All right. So it was a humiliation thing. But yeah, it was like that. And then I remember talking about the Hamburg one.
When you were at the next one, while you were in America.
And then they were saying, oh, no, and I was like, oh, it's really embarrassing for that guy. And he went, oh, but remember, like, when this person was eating his steak, and then a bee nearly went on his steak, and that was really embarrassing. He nearly didn't eat his steak.
And it was his favourite steak.
I was like, do you want me to show you that picture again with your dildo stuck to his face? But yeah, there's
a big difference, isn't it, between the approach to those?
But I don't think it's more sort of like America English film, because I think in America you will have that as well.
Sort of.
But I think it is more of a depends on what kind of group you're in as well.
True.
But the one I've just come from, I'd say it was a mixture. Yeah. So there was a rowdy element to it at night. Yeah. But then during the day, it was just we're all together. Yeah. We're just having a drink. He was dressed like quite embarrassingly, but that was all really. He was dressed in an embarrassing way. I didn't have dildos or anything because I don't want to have that on my Amazon history. But
or in your suitcase as you travel. Exactly. No, you didn't go abroad, did you?
No, I didn't go abroad. And that's another thing. I was asking around, and people were saying in other countries they wouldn't go abroad. They'll just have one day. Yeah. Because what I've seen in England, they'll have a weekend away if they can afford it, and do it like that. But in other countries they'll just have a day out. Yeah. And and just have it like that. Then also like hen do's as well. Like that's totally different. They get pampered.